Welcome back. Okay, the last part of creating buttons and images is how do we put an image on the button? Okay, so first you need to have your images sorted out, and it doesn't matter what you name your images as initially, but they'll have to be renamed later on. But the most important is you have a series of images, and there's a folder that has all the images that will appear on the buttons in the POS, and we can find it by going Open File Location by right-clicking on the desktop icon and just scrolling to the top. And you'll see there's a folder there that's called Images, and in here you have all the images that can be set on buttons. Now I've got quite a few menus in my system, so I've got quite a few images, but let's find, here we go, we've got a nice one here of a burger. For the sake of the exercise, let's create a burger. That's the size and the type of file that you'll need to create. So for example, that is just a smaller version of this one. As you can see, this one's 600 by 400. It's quite a large file. It's a JPEG. So what I've done is I've gone right click. I've opened it with a product called Earthframe View, which basically all I've done is gone resize. And I'm going to make that 100 by 80. Save. Okay, so there's my image size, and now I am going to save it on my desktop. Save it on my desktop, and I'm going to save it as number 5000 for now. So now you'll see I've got an image for a burger that's the right size and right type. So if I go in here, okay, properties, you will see that it's a PNG and it is 100, well, details, it is 100 by 80. Okay, so there's our image. Now we want to put this on a button. Okay, so let's have a look at our menu here. I've got a menu that's already completed, and I've got some main meals on here as well. Okay, it looks like I've already created a button here for the beef burger, and all I've done is created it. I'll clear that and I'll do it again. So all I've done is create a standard button. I've clicked on the button. I'm going to look up my beef burger. There's my beef burger and chips. I'm going to tell it that I want this button to be an image, so I'll click on image, it tags it as an image, and I'm just going to save it. So there we go, we've now created a button called image of beef burger with chips. Okay, so I need to know what I'm going to name this image for it to load automatically there. So let's go back to our quick add and let's do a search for our beef burger again. Okay, so the item code for that beef burger is 1850. So all I will need to do now is rename my image 1850. There it is. Now let's go into Open File Location and go into my images folder. There's my images. I'm going to drop that 1850 in here. Yes, continue. Voila. Okay, so there's my 1850, the same name, same number as my beef burger I'll put on my button. Log it in. Button. Okay, let's dial up my menu and let's go to our main meals. And voila, the image magically appeared. So the image is actually the same as the item. All we're telling it is we're tagging it with the image button to say load the image instead of the button. So I can use either or in my POS system. So that's how you actually add an image to the buttons. As long as the image is the same, renamed, it's a PNG file, renamed the same number as the item that you want to use in the system. When you put that item on a button and tag it as an image with the image tag here, it'll automatically load it at point of sale. Let's have a look and see how it looks like from the front. And you'll see that it just looks like every other button, I guess. There's the image. All right, so I can use the beef burger, or I can use the image. Oh, I've hit two of them. That's right. It's correct. It doesn't really matter. Change it to 3 and so on. So that's how you put the images on the button. That's your standard size for images, and that's basically as simple as it gets. So let's just go back and recap what it takes to actually put a button, how I did it. Just as a refresher, we go to our buttons, we follow the steps. So let's go to our coffee mate menu. Okay, so let's clear the Frappuccino. Let's say I want to add that button there. Very simple, follow the steps. 1, pick a category button. Done. 2, let's pick an item button. 3, pick a number, or I can look it up and I can just type in Frap. There's my Frappuccino. Select, there's my Frappuccino, choose a color and save the button. If I want to turn that into an image, I tag it as an image and I can save it as an image. And if I have an image for my Frappuccino, it'll actually display the image there. I can clear that button. So that's basically all you need to know to add buttons and images. Thank you for watching.